All right, we're recording.
Okay,
All
we're
right.
live.
So the question you have is regarding how to use the new cheat, how to use not the new cheat sheet, but the new price setup form. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So what I've done is I went ahead and took the form right off of the Dropbox, and I deleted what was in there because that was just to show everybody
Oh,
how to do it.
that's the one that kind of confused me. I was like, oh, okay,
All right.
so okay, I got you.
Okay, so basically you put in today's date. Today is the 12th. Warehouse, so you'd be Ontario, or if it's San Diego, you put SD ON. Okay. Customer number 0123456, whatever it is. Okay. Product. Let's go ahead. I'm going to choose a product, which is going to be this one right here in the 30-inch. And it's OHP and then the color. But OHP color 30. Product group code. That's where you put your group code in from the cheat sheet. And that is going to be, if I can get it, 30-inch color, this one right here. Copy. Paste. All right, now you did notice on what was from Janet that she had some of them just the product code and some of them just the group code.
Yes.
I prefer that we do both, just product code and group code, just because of the fact that way I know what's going on in case I need to get back into it. If I just see a group code, I know what the group code is on a lot of things. Unfortunately, not everybody does.
Okay.
Okay. So unit. All right. So this, let's say this was for per yard, or you can just put yard. What is the price per yard? So on this, the only way to get better pricing than what's on the cheat sheet and or anything else is to talk to me, right? Would you agree with that?
I do.
Okay.
Hey, Ted, I'm going to put you on mute really quick, just
Sure.
so that there's no noise, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So based on this, we are looking at this one here is a 50-yard roll of 30-inch, $7.48 a yard. You bring me some documentation showing me that we have to match the price somewhere else. If I think it's a good company or good thing for the company, I'll let you go ahead and do that. And then you just put it here. So let's say we did $8 a yard. Okay. It should be 8, but that's okay. Now, based on the other one, let's say you went ahead and you were going to do the same thing for this customer, 0123455. And instead of that, we're doing, let's pick another product. Let's pick 3164. Just in the RA. We're going to do a 30-inch. Okay. So that'll be $128.99, and there's the product code that we want to use, the product part number. Copy that, but I'm not going to copy that. I'm just going to type it in. So 3164 RAG 3150, and then you put the unit code, the product code in there. You put roll, and then you put 128.99. Okay, now this over here is you can put for the 10-yard roll only when you have 10-yard rolls that are approved by corporate. There are only a couple left. Everything else is no longer a 10-yard roll. If you want to put a 50-yard quantity break, you can do that. So instead of this one being $8, it would have been $7.80 for instance. Okay. This you wouldn't do that with because there's no 50-yard quantity price break, only for the cut yardage. Okay, does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so this one here would be always per roll. So then therefore there is no 50-yard roll or anything like that. And then you can put over here 50 yards.
And how about the first column with the yardage? If you can move the screen a little bit to the right so we can check it out. Yeah.
Like this?
Yes. Wait,
Okay.
yes.
So this one here, you can put per yard. You can put 50-yard roll or per yard. Just do it that way. It doesn't really matter because you've got it over here as well under the unit. So this one here doesn't necessarily need to be 100%. You can put 50 if you want, so that everybody knows 50-yard roll, for instance.
Okay. And what's the quantity two? What column does that kind of?
Don't worry about that. That's
Okay.
more for our people inside.
Okay.
Documentation. What documentation did you provide? uscutters.com. Okay. The competitor is US Cutters. Why are we doing that separately? Because of the fact that the documentation could have been a price quote, or it could have been invoice. We got an invoice from the US Cutters. Therefore, we're trying to match that price. Notes, don't worry about. You don't necessarily need to put that in there unless you want to put in invoice in email. Okay? Is that making sense?
Yes.
All right. What other questions do you have? Okay. So, for instance, let's say that this actually ended up being on 414. Okay. Let's say, or it happened on 212. So you don't necessarily need to put a date, but you should put 4/12/18. And you're doing another one for the same customer, 05/01/18. SD doesn't really matter because it's always going to be SD unless you're having it from Ontario, of course, for you.
Okay.
0123456 345 doesn't really matter because it's already there. Put the new product number, group code, and exactly what that is.
Okay. So basically we're using one page to make it easier for everyone, and we're putting all our customers on this one page. So every time we're just saving what we did, putting it back on our file. We need to do another price setup. We go back to this sheet and put in whatever we need to put in. Is that
particular customer?
Okay.
That's not just for, it's for one customer individually. That's the way we have always set it up. We're going to continue with that.
Okay. So if I had another customer that needed a price setup, I'm using a whole different new sheet?
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay. For that new customer.
Okay.
Now, we have the old price request forms. I know everybody is going to have an issue with the fact that they're going to have to start using the new price request forms. But you don't have to go and switch everything you had on the old price request forms over to the new. We already have a copy of that. It's already been done. It's already set up in your price request form in the Dropbox. So all you have to do is start new, fresh with this new one.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Another question, when we're doing the yardage on different cut vinyl, when we're going from black and white to color, all we're doing is using that same product code and just in that parenthesis, just putting black or white or BLK. It does
DLC usually, because black, white, clear. But okay. Yeah. So how would you do that? So let's go ahead and do that. OHP. You can do B, L, black, W, sorry, C, 30. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that takes care of that. You can put 30, and if it's for a roll, you can put by 150, but you already have the per yardage price over here for the 50-yard roll and for the per yard. That way you can do one for both. instead of having all your per yards for all the particular customers and then also their 50-yard quantity break.
Okay.
If
I was just going to ask you that. Yeah. I was just going to ask you that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that okay, I get it now.
Yeah. So you use one for both. If they qualify for a 10-yard quantity break, which, like I said, most everybody does not, we don't have that many more or that many of them, except for in reflective and different things like that, then you would go ahead and put that in the 10-yard. That way, when they set it up, they already have all three set up. They have everything set up for that particular customer or for that size and colors and things like that. Okay.
Okay. Another question. When we're doing color change vinyl, when it comes to all the different categories on there, how can we do one of those to put it in the product section so we can see how we go about doing that?
Sure.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and pick, we're talking about non-printables, right?
Right.
Okay. So basically you do the exact same thing. Let's do 1080. Let's do a color. Okay. So right now, of course, we see exactly what the price is online. However, well, let's go ahead and set this up. Right here, we have $26.50 for per yard pricing and $21.63 for a 25-yard roll. $25 roll.
That's the same.
Doesn't really matter, right? So 25-yard, you can, that's where you would actually do the 25-yard roll, okay, for this instead of 50, okay? They understand exactly what that is. I understand. Hold on a minute. So this one here would be 3M 1080 color 60, okay? Put everything in there. You can put in here yard and roll. Sorry. Put your per yard price in of, what was it, 26? 26.50 and then 21.63. 26.50, 21.63. So now you've taken up care of all your per yard pricing and your 50 and your 25-yard at that point, because it is not 50 but 25. And that's why you put over here 25-yard roll, which will signify instead of it being a 50, it's a 25. Okay? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, when we're doing, like I said, different categories in the product section here, we're just putting premium in the parentheses. I mean, we're not, I know they have different.
Right. Yeah. For instance, if it's a premium color, then you put 3M because all the premium colors are premium, right?
Right.
So they have the same pricing. So you put premium 60. I believe that's the part number for premium parts, right?
I
Let me go ahead and check. I believe that's what it is. So give me a minute.
Lost Fire. Anyone?
I'm sorry?
I was going to tell you which one. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, this is right. So, okay, so this one actually is not premium, but white GS or G Sparkle 60. And I believe that's what it would be, is you just put premium in there, and that should signify and take care of all the colors for premium.
Okay.
Okay.
Just a question. You know how carbon fiber has a kind of a class where certain other colors that are not carbon fiber fall under that class as for pricing?
Right.
All we're doing in that parentheses, we're just putting the carbon fiber, because I don't think there's, what was that?
The carbon fiber.
Okay.
Because that carbon fiber signifies all carbon fibers.
Okay.
Okay. Now, yeah, so that it's just like anything else. If, for instance, let's go ahead and go to this right here. You got, what is this? Ruby, brushed, all this. This is a different signification. If you want, you can, that's for the 8900.
Right.
Okay. 8900 would automatically signify that anyway. Okay. Avery. So you have regular colors right here. What is PCH? Do you know?
I do not.
You don't know?
No.
Okay, so what is that? APCH or wrap CH, which is chrome. CH48, silver only, chrome 48.
Oh, okay, no, I got you. You know, silver, chrome, all the rest of the chromes go
Yes.
under color. I got you.
And by the way, just to let you know that they will be 48 will be going away very shortly. It's going to be coming out with a 53, but not yet.
Okay.
We're gonna have a different price, but that's not yet. So just don't worry about that.
Right.
Giovanni's have been discontinued, so we probably don't have many more if we have any of those. Justin Pate, which is your diamond. Again, you put in their diamond, and that should cover all your diamonds. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And then same with this one right here, down here. So, and then 970 only has the one.
Okay. And as for new colors coming out by Avery that just probably came out yesterday that are 59 inch or something wide, we're gonna be having a whole different column
No,
when they're available.
they're all the 50. They're say 59. They're actually 60.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
I got it.
What else you got?
I think that clarifies everything pretty much.
Okay.
You know what? Maybe
Yes.
application tape. Maybe when we're setting that up.
Application tape.
I mean, yeah, that's the only one that maybe might be a question.
What's their question on application tape?
Just you know how the pricing is set up per inch. I don't per inch of the,
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Right.
So in that instance, good question. So you go ahead and it is R tape or Archon. Okay. And per inch. And then there you go.
Okay.
Then you put your price per inch here.
Okay,
And
per inch.
we don't really put per inch. We usually put it as a roll. So size, for instance,
24.
36.
Okay.
They already know it's per inch, so it really doesn't matter here. But per roll, and then you put 36 times whatever that price is, and that's what you put in that right there.
That's what we're doing per yard, as if it was the inch of the width.
Yeah, because it's an each. You always set up the size. You never put it per inch. You should not be doing per inch. You should be putting what the price is for that particular roll. So
okay, and then but the per roll should it the per roll price where we putting that in the right there.
Yep.
Okay, and then we're going to the over here the quantity one, and we're putting the 100-yard roll. Is that what we're doing?
That's if you want to put that, you can. You don't necessarily need to.
Okay.
We know what that is. As far as 100 yards generally, and
Right.
50 yards depending on which type tape it is. Okay.
Right.
So, but that size, Archon 36, you should be taking your inch price times the 36 and then rounding up to the next either quarter or 50 cents. That's what I want you to do. That's up to you guys, but I think you should. So that it is equal so that we know exactly what it is. Now, you don't have to do that so that everybody knows and can figure out in Tulsa what their per inch price is, what we've given them. That's up to you.
Okay.
They can figure that out on their own.
Okay.
What else you got?
That I think that covers everything.
Okay.
Tools. I don't think we need to do that. I mean,
The only time you would do that on tools is if we're matching somebody's pricing and we're setting it up for future reference. Generally, we don't do that only because it's usually a one-off. A lot of times, unless they're doing squeegees. And at that point, we've already got, most of the time, our pricing on squeegees is better than everybody else. Okay? What else?
that's all I got right now.
All right. Wonderful. Then I am going to stop the recording.